Welcome back to the apartment in the back of Cole's head. Alright, we're gonna go investigate the suitcase over here. See what Henry is hiding inside.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her?
I don't think he has, Cole. That's his train ticket to Mexico City, and here's his lovely watch.
Vacheron Constantine. It's an extremely expensive watch, Henry. A graduation present from my parents.
Oh, sure it was. Freaking liar. What else? That's it? It's nothing in your apartment? Not even in your kitchen? Watermelon. All these people have so much good food around. If they weren't causing crimes, I'd hire them to be my chefs. Talk to me, Henry, then. Fine.
I'm at a loss.
Tell us about your burglary crimes.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Right you are, you lying scum.
You're lying, Henry. How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
Yeah, close your eyes like that and be a liar. His fiancée looks really nervous over there. We could use the contraband list, but that doesn't prove him directly. So it's probably the cigarette case, because we saw him with that. Although he could say, no, you didn't, because he didn't see us. And that's sort of where Eleanor's logic kind of breaks down slightly. It seems like there is a retort for every comment. It almost would be better instead of truth, doubt, lie, if it was like accept, push, challenge. What do you think about that?
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties and find out where and when, and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Okay, tell us about the motive for the murder.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was gonna marry Heather when she'd have it. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was gonna create a new gang.
You were gonna marry Heather. What about your train ticket out of town?
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
I see. Why would he need to run? That's not what the clue we're gonna give him is the train ticket, but that's not why he needed to run. That's him running. But cross your fingers. We're gonna try it anyway.
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
But we have one more question before we put you in the prison.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Okay, what about the testifies to Mr. Henderson living in there? Anything else about Mr. Henderson? I mean, that could be true, but his eyes are betraying him. The smoking jacket. What if we get lie? Let's just test it.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
I mean, the contraband list would match up with that. I don't know. What do you guys think? We could go contraband list, which seems to make the most, like, the most sense in terms of, oh, that's what he said, which is kind of what we always go with. Or we could go with, up here, the smoking jacket to say that, hey, this dude here, he was actually a real person. At the same time, though, we could go with the housekeeper's statement to say that this guy was real, but she could be lying or be confused or something of the sort that we don't really know about. Oh,
Won't let me leave until we finish.
Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to think for myself. Can you please shut up while I deal with this? Goodness gracious sakes alive. What do you guys think? I don't have any intuition, do I? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Okay, well, he said list. We'll go with contraband list. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? We're just gonna trust ourselves.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Okay, so I don't understand how that question and the lie, like, I said, you're lying about Henderson, and all of a sudden it was like, tell me about your first burglary. Like, what? Explain to me how those correlate. Why did, I mean, I know he stole from Stoneman, but how do those correlate? Like, what is going on? Alright, time to go to Dr. Stoneman's practice. Give him some interrogation love. How far away is he? Hopefully not very far. We've already been to see him once. So, Roy, you can drive the way. Cola King, hello.
You're behind the wheel.
Get in, Royceff. Royceff, don't get run over by cars either. It's not a good idea. Really bad for your health.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
Should have never told you that.
Roy and Cole are goofy together. Goofy. They bicker. Him and Finbar bickered. Everybody's bickering. He didn't really bicker with Bukowski that much. The first guy from Traffic. Or the first guy from Patrol, or wherever the heck that was from. Here we are. Back at the doctor's shop. Space, land, world, place. We go in and talk to him. This is like one of the longest cases we've ever had. Back upstairs, boys and girls. Up. Well, I guess we'll... Can we take... No staircase? Okay. This is just a back lot. We don't need to go that way. For some reason, I thought there were stairs in this building, but apparently there aren't. Climb to the elevator. Roy, let's go. Why don't you move yourself quickly? We've got a criminal to catch.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
Whoa, here we are. Tell us, Mr. Stoneman, how are you involved in all of this?
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in. I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
Oh, the practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife, or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Ah! Didn't see that coming.
Holy cannoli. What the heck is going on? In some ways, you gotta feel bad for all these people because Julia is quite the jerk of a woman. There's a telephone. Let's make a phone call. Call our favorite operator woman. Goodness.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
Okay, let's go. I'd appreciate if we could get...
We have an address for the runner. Let's try and wrap this
We're going to. All in this episode. Ride the elevator back down. Drive our way there. Catch the last guy. This is like the most complex, most suspect case we've ever taken on.
That old boy really fell for that broad. She was incredibly beautiful. Would you throw it all away for a woman? Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
Here are the police coming.
You're talking from experience.
Didn't Cole say Reed before about Willie Reed? How would he have known that name before they told him? Cole the King.
Can you drive to this one?
It's kind of odd. How would he have known that? Doesn't make much sense, does it now? Here we go. On our way. Quick cut. Willie's apartment, 1 a.m. The Broadway, Hollywood. What's this place? A hotel? Sweet.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
Okay, let's go, Cole. Looking for cream basketball player.
Harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
I hear him.
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Where is he? You hear that?
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Of course, another chase on our hands. Let's go. Willie Reed, stop climbing. Why does everyone have to climb? Why are you all being climbing kooks? Just stand on the ground. You know you're going to lose. This is Cole Phelps. Haven't you heard about me? Read in the paper or something? Captain Salty? Talk to anyone who knows what's good for you or good for anyone? Great, he's just going up, up. I don't even see him anymore. Apparently he's already up here. Faster climber than us. That's a rarity in these parts of town. Go. 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 Into the building. Crazy. This is the most complex chase yet. This is one of the best cases yet, I think, maybe. I'm surprised they made a DLC. Especially some people complain that Vice wasn't very interesting compared to Homicide. This would have been a great one to add in. Where's he at? More up? He's more up, really. Going on top of the hotel building? Is that where we're going? The Broadway Hollywood? I think so. Nighttime shootout in Hotel World. Where you at, buddy?
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Oh my. Let's take out the letters. I heard about this. We'll see why in a second. I don't know how you'd have known about this unless you heard about it. But that's an achievement. And now we can tell you now.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Leah had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Boom, baby. That's the case. That's a wrap. It's the Naked City. 16 of 16, 15 of 16. Tons of vehicle damage. But we're still distinguished. Randall lived fast and died young, sending 1 man to jail and 3 to the morgue. Dangerous case, but at least it's over. It was fun. It was good. We resume the main game next episode, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a fantastic day. Hit that like button if you'd be so kind. And until next time, we will see you later.